Today we're looking at the top 10 most romantic destinations for a honeymoon. Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello Aluxers and welcome back. It's time to talk about traveling and honeymoon options. If you're looking for ideas or luxurious places to go for your honeymoon, then keep on watching because we have the rundown on the most romantic destinations. Weddings are amazing and kind of tiring, so a honeymoon after the party is over can be more than welcomed for newlyweds that need a few days to cuddle up and relax so that they can start their life together as husband and wife properly. Honeymoons and romantic tourism makes money each year. Even though most of the money goes into the planning of the wedding party, the honeymoon is also on the list, and most couples choose exotic locations, so it can end up costing quite a bit. In the USA alone, an average of 2.4 million weddings are officiated every year, and some marry more than once, therefore more than one honeymoon. Most couples spend around $8,000 to $10,000 on their honeymoon, and when they get there, they might indulge a little with fancy dinners and trips because it was planned for at least 4 months ahead of time, so the excitement is at maximum levels. If you're planning your honeymoon or a romantic trip, then have a look at these 10 destinations where you can be as lovey-dovey and romantic as you want to be with your significant other. To make the most of it, keep all these tips in mind that we've dug up for you. Here we go. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. Number 10. Venice, Italy. Most Italian cities are romantic, full of history and good, but somehow Venice is the most visited and well-known in the entire country. Why is that? The whole city breathes romance. Kisses in the gondolas, old historic squares and canals where you can get lost late at night. It's the city where couples thrive and reignite that flame, especially if you're visiting during the spring and summer. Since you're on your honeymoon, usually for a week long besides the whole sightseeing, pizza, wine, and gelato, you might think of other great things like watching a ballet performance at the La Fenice Theater or enjoying the perfect date night at the Alguibaggio Venezia, which is the most luxurious restaurant that also offers a waterside terrace for privacy and full romance. If you're the stay in bed all day kind of couple and probably get jet lagged, then opt for the Aman Hotel, a 16th century building, which is the most luxurious property in the entire city. It's lavish, bourgeois, and very comfortable. Plus, it has a canal view. Number 9. Bali, Indonesia. 80% of honeymooners used social media to research their destinations. In the last year, Southeast Asia has been seeing a huge wave of tourists, especially in Thailand, Indonesia, and Vietnam. Apparently, Bali seems to be looking like the best place, since most people choose to go there and enjoy the jungle, exotic fruits, and infinity pools. Bali is amazing, different, and not very expensive. Via Lila Villas Uluwatu offers exquisite VIP services, private pools, breakfast in bed, spas, and everything you could ever think of. Beaches, lagoons, elephant sanctuaries, it all makes Bali the perfect place where you can reconnect with yourself and your husband or wife, while also making the best memories together. With the island being quite big, you can decide what kind of honeymoon you want. One where you hike and scooter around, or one where you relax and enjoy every cocktail and sunset. Or both. Number 8. Bora Bora, French Polynesia. One of the most beautiful places on Earth is definitely Bora Bora. This island is located in the middle of the ocean, and it'll have you falling in love forever with exotic islands, white sands, and palm trees. It's the best place to go for a full, luxurious honeymoon far away from home. Nothing happens here. It's paradise on Earth. They have the best over-the-water bungalows, which are extremely luxurious villas that offer straight access into the ocean or to a lagoon, private beaches, and one of the best restaurants in the world, with a wide selection of seafood, champagne, and desserts. There isn't any other place best suited for honeymooners or even proposals. Just remember to get a GoPro for all the underwater and sunset pictures. Number 7. Mozambique, Africa. If islands and old historic cities are not your cup of tea, maybe a little adventure and a shift of landscape will do more justice. Africa has so many great things to offer, and it's yet not an overcrowded destination. Wild nature, animals, culture, and one of the best places to chill on the beach. Hiking, swimming, beach resorts, romantic dinners, and safari trips are just the tip of the iceberg because Mozambique has so much to offer. It's raw, wild, and surprisingly luxurious. There are many resorts and restaurants where you can celebrate your love. It might be a little farther than some destinations, but if you stay longer than a week, it'll be more than worth your time and money. Number 6. Split, Croatia. Another great destination for your honeymoon in Europe is Croatia. It might be a little crowded and hyped about since they almost won the 2018 World Cup, but there are so many amazing destinations that you need a whole month to fully enjoy all of it. Maybe that's why they call it a honeymoon. The Dalmatian coast offers the best mix of city, nature, and seaside. The country is quite small, with an equally small population but infinite beauty. Honeymooners often tour the whole country so they can visit Dubrovnik, Zadar, or the Plitvice Lakes. Sailing and romantic dinners with views over the Dalmatian coast are a must if you visit this place, especially in the summer. And if you want to be the best spouse in the world, then book a trip to Galeznak Island, or Lover's Island, a heart-shaped landmass only discovered in 2009, for a full-on romantic experience. Number 5. Hawaii. Hawaii is the most favored destination for both gay and straight honeymooners, for many reasons. We've all seen the photos, the beaches, and the flower crowns, so what's not to love about it? Especially if you're spending it with the love of your life. Other than steep prices, there's nothing stopping Americans to choose Hawaii as their honeymoon destination. No matter what island you choose for your stay, luxurious experiences await you everywhere. Places like Alan Wong's restaurant, where President Barack Obama dines, or a private chef are just a few choices for dinner. People can also rent vintage cars and drive around the coastline for sunsets or have a spa day. You just can't get bored in Hawaii. Number 4. Morocco. Moving on with more romantic destinations all the way to the desert and in Morocco. This country offers you the perfect passage into another world through their culture, food, and landscapes. They have openings to the sea, the desert, and mountains, so in a matter of days you can experience it all. It's full of colors, it's sunny, peaceful, a little exotic, and very, very beautiful. There's beauty at every corner, and if you find accommodations with interior gardens, you will not want to leave this place forever. Shakshuka every morning, tea in the afternoon, riding the camels, YSL Museum, and a lot of shopping are just the highlights of your honeymoon. A big plus is if you visit the northern region of the country where they grow a lot of cannabis and hashish, you can also enjoy that because it's quite tolerated by the authorities, since the country is the world's top exporter of cannabis. This makes for a very chill honeymoon. Number 3. India. If you don't get proposed or married in India, then you definitely need to go there for your honeymoon. Their culture and religion abounds in God and deep meanings of life, making this place incredibly romantic and suitable for visiting and relaxing. If you go to India from July to September, there are a bunch of festivals dedicated to Parvati, the goddess of love and marriage, where people will pray and give gifts to her that she will ensure they have a happy marriage. Sounds perfect for newlyweds. India is all about respect, tradition, and love, good food, pink sunsets, and mindfulness. It's the trip of a lifetime, and if you don't do it now while you're young, later when you have children there may not be time for it. Go for spiritualism, and don't worry. India has plenty of 5-star hotels and castles where you can stay. Despite what some of the media shows you, it's not all slums and poverty. If you're planning the India trip, maybe take a look at this video we have about the 15 man-made attractions in the world that includes the Taj Mahal, which is in India, and other great masterpieces. Click in the top right corner to check it out. Number 2. St. Petersburg, Russia. Forget the image you have about Russia being a cold, dark place, with sad people and communism all around, because that's not really real. This vast country, which actually is the biggest country by size, has it all. mountains, the Arctic, seas, the ocean, and most importantly, cosmopolitan cities. One of them is St. Petersburg, which you might have heard about if you've ever read some Russian literature. Any Anna Karenina fans out there? There are few cities with such huge and detailed architectural buildings like St. Petersburg. Everything is luxurious, big, golden, and quite colorful. It's a prosperous city, modern, cultural, and has an opening to the Baltic Sea. The old city center is now a part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is home to the biggest museum in the world, the Hermitage Museum. If you want to feel and live like a czar, this city is the best option for you and your loved one. And if you go in the summer, the sun barely sets, so you can enjoy the white nights, as the Russians call them. Number 1. Santorini, Greece. There is something about Greece that makes everyone completely fall in love with it. Out of all the amazing Greek islands, Santorini has the most amazing views and architecture, so it's the perfect destination for your honeymoon. It's even prettier in person than in pictures, and nothing but romance awaits you at every corner. Accommodations in Santorini are the best. Most hotels have incredible views and private pools. You can enjoy breakfast on the terrace, and then start your day walking around, shopping for souvenirs and watching the sunset. There's a bunch of great options for restaurants, like Archipelagos in Fira, Ambrosia in Oia, or Pyrgos, which is the ultimate place to have dinner and enjoy local wines. If you want to go onto the sea, there are various yachts that offer luxurious day trips. Once you get there, there's plenty to do, and since it's your honeymoon, take your time and relax. You know, they say marriage is hard and full of sacrifices, but it doesn't have to be that way. Traveling is one of those things that can help couples reconnect and fall in love all over again. It's the best getaway from day-to-day life, and as a married couple, it starts with your honeymoon. No matter where you choose to go, make sure you do it and plan ahead wisely. We listed different locations here, and we're curious to find out which one do you prefer? An exotic one like Bora Bora, or do you have more of a city style and would prefer Rome? Let us know your ideal location and why in the comments below. And as always, since you stuck with us until the very end of this video, we're rewarding you with one extra bonus honeymoon idea: camping. Planning a trip or your honeymoon doesn't mean you have to go to a travel agency and get the best offer they have, or spend hours looking for hotels and plane tickets to some exotic island. There are always other options, and one of them is camping. Some couples choose to go camping or backpacking for their honeymoon. Often they'll choose to rent an RV or camp while hiking and visiting other countries such as Norway or Iceland, where it's legal to set up a tent pretty much anywhere. Traveling this way is harder, but you get more privacy, more nature, and more connection. It's not the most luxurious way to spend your honeymoon, but it sure is soul-nourishing, intimate, and Instagrammable. If you've ever been wanting to get away with your loved one, maybe this is the perfect idea. Camping in Iceland, visiting waterfalls, glaciers, and watching the northern lights together. Can it get any more romantic than that? I think not. Thank you for spending some time with us, A-Luxer. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. If you want more, we handpicked these videos you might enjoy, or head over to alux.com for the best in fine living content on the planet. Be a part of the largest community of luxury enthusiasts in the world and tell your story.